Hello,
Hello
we are together.
for it's been a long time.
Yes. I do not have prepared for us agree disagrees, but I do have a couple. We did this one other time, and I can't remember what episode or whether it's even come out yet. Um, it's I'm gonna say a musical, and we're gonna both say what we think the most popular song or most famous song from this musical is. That being said, I also can't remember. I remember some of the songs I used last time, but not musicals that I used last
It's
time.
okay because I don't even remember doing this before.
Yeah, so okay. I have five. First one is Waitress.
Before
This
I
one I thought was the easiest one.
before I give my answer, I want to preface this by saying like the songs that I think. Okay, actually, I'm just okay. Well, hold on.
Are you ready?
No.
What?
Okay, fine. Okay.
Okay.
Three,
Three,
two,
two, one.
one.
She
What?
used to be
I was
mine.
gonna say what bacon can do. Here's what. Listen though, here's what I was gonna say is well my genuine first thought was when he sees me. Which is not a very but I think that was the first song I ever heard from Waitress and I feel like it gets turned into things more often. But then I was like, oh no, I need something more waitressy. She used to be mine is very popular singing for like singing a song, but I think tied to Waitress.
The question is, what's the most famous song?
But I don't know all those things. I'm like I
People
don't
know
know.
She Used to Be Mine who are don't know anything about
Okay, then
Broadway
I do agree
at
with you.
all.
I do agree with you then, but I'm confusing myself.
Like I know for the other time we did this, we did Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah,
We said a big point for Phantom of the Opera being the most famous song is people use that for Halloween. People
yeah.
sing She Used to Be Mine like they don't even know it's from a
You have
musical.
completely convinced me. I am
I
on your
like
side.
this was the easiest one in my mind, and you said like one of the songs like that I don't even listen to every time.
Like yeah. So
Crazy.
I don't listen to Waitress nearly as often as you do,
Yeah.
and I probably couldn't even give you a reliable retelling of the
Oh,
story. It
really?
would be not great.
Okay. Okay, next up I have Hamilton. A lot of good songs, a lot of famous
The most
songs.
famous song,
I have to think about this honestly for a second.
the
Um,
most famous song.
this is really tough because Hamilton and Wicked have done the same thing where they are now super popular with anybody and everybody. Even if you don't aren't like super big into musicals, you probably know of Hamilton or Wicked. Like, you know what I'm saying? There are some people who we have talked about on this pod before did not know what Wicked was. Could be like he probably doesn't know what Hamilton is either. But I'm just saying for the general public, Hamilton, since it went on Disney Plus, very widely known. And a lot of the songs widely known.
Hamilton was one that I I first heard it in what 2016, 2017. So like like right a few years after it came out. And it was like very popular, right? Then and I never expected it to be like a mom thing. It is now a mom thing. Like my mom loves Hamilton.
Hmm.
Our mom. No, she Hamilton was her number one for the bracket. Wasn't that crazy?
Was it?
Yeah. And we were like, you never even listened. You haven't seen it.
Yeah.
She doesn't
Okay, I think
like other moms.
I think I have my
I have an
answer.
answer, but I think it's wrong.
Okay. Three, two, one. Wait for it.
I was gonna say Alexander Hamilton.
Okay, that's a good one too, but I I hope that got picked up on them. That reminds me of what I was just doing earlier, which is what this episode is about, so we will get to it, but no, I honestly couldn't pick. Like for me, I don't think whole songs are famous. I think there are bits from like multiple songs that are like
That's why I picked. Yeah, it's
okay,
silly, especially the beginning.
moving on. Hairspray.
And
I'm trying to
hold on.
I have a song in mind,
I
but
forget what they're called. The
yeah,
names of the
yeah.
songs. Wait 1 second. Freaking look up the song that I think because
Oh,
I'm listening to
okay, I
it.
got it. I have my answer.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Don't yell at me for not knowing the names of the songs. I haven't seen this in a while.
Will Beck and I picked the same song? I don't know.
Okay.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Three,
Three, two,
two,
one. You
you
can't
can't
stop
stop
the
the
beat.
beat.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Right. I feel like they sing You Can't Stop the Beat in like choirs.
Yeah.
So, okay. Dear Evan Hansen, the most
The most
famous.
famous?
Yes.
Okay, I got one then.
Famous.
Famous.
Okay.
Three,
Two,
two,
one.
one. You
Waving.
to be found.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah.
This is the same. They sing this in choir. Like
Do they?
I sang this in choir in middle
Really?
school.
Okay. I feel like waving through a window. I feel like if you
That's the
are,
most iconic,
yeah, I
I
feel like
think.
I was gonna say if you are like in the Broadway scene, that one feels the most famous.
I like that one more.
But I guess You Will Be Found is,
Yeah. They use that in other stuff.
yeah,
I don't think this is another one where it's like if you uh uh, uh She Used to Be Mine where like they someone could know this song and not know it was from this.
yeah. The very first song I ever heard from Dear Evan Hansen was, I honestly,
Mine was Sincerely Me.
mine was, what's the one he's singing to the girl
Oh,
that he's pretending to be like, oh,
yeah.
your brother said all these things.
Why am I forgetting my favorite musical?
Well, I'm like, a minute.
I can see it, a song in my mind.
Yes.
If I could tell her.
Yeah, and I didn't know this was from a musical when I heard
So the context was lost on you.
it. Yeah. I was like,
That
well,
that I will say.
I saw it with an animated video,
Oh,
so it was like I understood the
when I
story,
first
but
heard Sincerely Me, I couldn't differentiate Connor's voice, and so I thought it was two guys talking,
hmm
and it didn't make as much sense. It makes it like just is a little different
yeah. You couldn't, sorry, you couldn't differentiate him from the friend or from Evan.
from the friend.
Oh, okay.
From
What's his name?
what is his name?
Okay, this is your favorite musical.
I don't know why I'm
Is it your
blanking
favorite
on.
musical?
I don't know.
Okay,
I don't change my mind about everything.
okay.
Why can't I think of the
Wait,
name?
but I think your favorite musical, well, I guess as a whole, yes. Favorite musical song though?
You have one for me?
Actually, no, you said your favorite musical is falsettos.
That's my favorite. It's like more like kind of like guilty pleasure where it's just like it's not widely popular. It's not a great musical.
I say that every time.
It's not a great musical. I just like sometimes I think I rarely will listen to one song or whatever. It's just like I'm like, you know what I need right now? 2.5 hours of falsettos. Listen to all of it.
I think
I rarely will listen to one or two
I
songs.
think if you have to pick one song out of every musical there ever was, I think that like what screams it
Yeah,
to me if I was you would be Michael in the Bathroom.
I do like that one a lot.
hmm
That one is good. Also not a great musical.
Yes, it's all right. Okay,
Uh-huh.
anyway, last one. Sweeney Todd.
Give me 1 second. Mm. I'm between two answers for completely different reasons.
But this is hard for me because there are the songs in my mind that I'm like, these are my number ones, and I listen to these over and over again. Are they the most famous though? I don't know. I have two in my mind.
Let me look
One
up the
might just
soundtrack
be
again.
completely biased from my experience.
Give me 2 seconds. Stop yelling at me. Hmm. Hmm. Okay.
You ready?
I have an answer.
Wait, let me pick one.
Yeah, give you all that time. You weren't even
I
thinking.
had two. Okay, okay, I got it. Ready?
Three, two, one.
Worst
Worst
pies
pies
in
in
London.
London. This is the second song I heard. Pirelli's Miracle Elixir. I heard that one first, but in my mind, I was gonna say the opening song, but then I was like, but you don't encounter that.
Okay, that was my other option was isn't it just the
It's
Tales
called
of
opening title.
oh.
It should be Tale of
What's the
Sweeney
yeah.
Todd.
Pretend the Tales.
Sweeney
That one.
Todd. Yeah,
It's only called opening title?
that's what I pulled up the movie soundtrack
Oh.
just because that was the first one that popped up.
Oh. Ow. I don't
It should be called
that
Tale
one is
of
on my
Sweeney
playlist.
Todd.
I think it's just called Sweeney Todd.
Well, let me pull up
I'm
the right
surprised we
version.
picked the same.
Yeah, here now because I feel like that is one that will get thrown into Broadway mixes or
Turn the
things like
times.
that.
They did it at the Tonys.
Yeah, they didn't. Oh no, no, no. Worst Pies in London will get thrown into Broadway mixes.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Sweeney Todd. Also,
Oh look,
I am
Prelude, the Ballad of Sweeney Todd.
okay, yeah, yeah,
Ballad of Sweeney Todd.
yeah. Well, those are different. In the
I pulled up the
version,
first one.
so I listened to the version that has Josh Groban
That's the
and
2023.
Annalie
I
Ashford.
pulled up the 79 one.
Okay. Because in that version, the Ballad of Sweeney Todd is its own song.
I really, really dislike the cover for this.
Yeah, it's not good. This
Mm,
one is them.
This
It's
one's
better.
is better, but it looks like a 90s horror paperback.
There.
What do you
Okay.
mean shirt? That's exactly what that looks like. I
Okay.
think the best cover is the movie cover. Like that's a good cover.
It's just him.
Yeah, but there's like a swipe.
Okay.
He's like evil looking. It gives you a better idea.
Sure.
I never have seen it.
I have.
We'll do that next week. Sure. But what we're actually talking about,
Is a movie that neither of us had seen.
I have tried to get Hannah to watch a movie neither of us have seen multiple times. And when I suggested it for this one, she not only agreed immediately, but agreed with my very first suggestion, which blew me away
Because
completely.
this has also been on my watch list. I have a big watch list, and this has been on it because you know from the title, we're talking about The Godfather. This is, dare I say, the most brought up movie of all time ever, and people consistently say that it is the greatest movie ever, one of the greatest. I think it's this and Schindler's List
Or yeah.
that like people are like, this is the best, this is the epitome of movies. Like this is number one. It has a 9.2, I believe, on IMDb. Very hard. Very hard to get in the nines. Although, what is Lord of the Rings? Nine
I
point
think you need to
more than
we need to
9.2.
fact check this a little bit because I feel like it might be higher than 9.2.
I looked at it yesterday.
Well, maybe 100,000 people change their mind.
Anyway, while she looks that up, Godfather.
This is IMDb's number one movie of all time. Like the
How do
IMDb
they how
journal.
do they rank that?
I don't know. I don't know if it's editors or I don't know if it's by the people's vote.
Because it is
If
not the
if
highest
if
10 out of 10.
if it's high, if that would be the people's vote.
Oh.
This is 9.2,
Hmm.
2.2 million votes.
Yeah.
So look, we'll go down. And it'll show me the list and I'll be able number two, it was number one, I swear. Oh, Shawshank Redemption.
No, okay, that's another one. That's another one that's
This is by people's votes.
okay.
So Lord of the Rings does not
How
make the nine. They are 8.9 is the Fellowship of the Ring.
8.9?
8.9.
Really?
Isn't that crazy? Schindler's List oh, The Return of the King is 9.
Okay.
Have you seen 12 Angry Men? That's a good movie.
No. Like a focus.
Fine.
Okay. I for whatever reason thought Lord of the Rings was like 9
It's a
something.
9.9.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. So, that's all I've ever heard about this movie. Is that it's the greatest movie of all time.
And she's seen Zootopia.
I've seen Zootopia, so I know you've come to my house on the day of my daughter's wedding.
Hannah's been saying that all day. You come to my house.
You've come to my house. You've come to my house. I thought the cat was gonna be much more of a thing. Because every time people are like doing it, they're stroking the cat. You come to my house, and they put like if they're truly imitating, they'll put like cotton swabs.
Yeah, because
You'll come to my
he's got that
house.
kind of.
Yeah, okay. So going into it, I truly knew nothing about the story. I knew it was like like the mob, gangsters. That's it. That's all I knew. I did think that who is it, Al Pacino?
Yeah.
I thought Al Pacino was the Godfather from the get-go. I mean, was I entirely wrong? No, but he's not the Godfather. He becomes a Godfather. Spoiler alert. But I thought he was the guy. But also in my mind, I was trying to tell Becca, there's Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, and the other guy, who is like, those guys are the three guys. And in my mind, I was picturing one of the other guys. Who plays Rocky?
Sylvester Stallone.
Sylvester Stallone is the other guy.
He Never mind. I was gonna
Okay.
say he plays some mob guys, but he doesn't. I don't think he's ever in a serious gangster movie, but he's in some comedy movies where he plays a gangster.
Okay, so this is what I'm saying. Those were the three guys. And Al Pacino, did not recognize him. Obviously,
Do
he's
you
so young.
do you recognize him from the old pictures? Like when I think Al Pacino, I think of like what he looks like then.
Yeah. The only one in the movie that I was like, I know this guy was Sonny. Correct me if I'm wrong, internet, but he plays the father in Elf.
You didn't look it up. You
No, I did
just
look it up,
oh,
but the internet can lie. So,
so you're trusting the internet to correct you on their own lies.
correct.
That's how we roll.
Anyway, Becca, let's get a rundown.
Here's the rundown. This is a very long movie. I would like to preface my um recap with saying that I watched the first hour and a half with great intention, and I watched the second hour and a half while trying to make a cake. So the second hour and a half is maybe is less.
Mm.
I, I I greatly dislike watching movies on the
Does this
laptop
count
while
as me
making
watching
cakes.
it twice?
No,
What?
no, absolutely not. You were not watching any part of it.
What are you talking about? You come to my house.
First half. That's in the first 2 minutes of the movie.
Okay.
Here's a recap. 1950s. We're in the mob. We're in New York area. We got the Godfather. He's head of his boss family, his mob family. He's the boss of his mob family. He's got some sons. He's got a son who's not related, but he's also a son. And they all did. There we go. There's also these other families, two big other families that are trying to get them. He gives favors to people, all these things. There's some wedding. His daughter gets married to this guy. Skipping ahead a bit. There's a lot of this movie is very full of moments that are because it's like an epic in a way where you're kind of like you're more submersed in the world than you are following the story, if that makes sense. So when I'm retelling it, I'll skip over a lot of things, even though this is a very long movie. You could probably condense the movie, like just the plot points, 2 hours, an hour and a half.
In two movies.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't think there's enough plot points to be 2 movies.
Okay, sure.
So you could definitely cut it out. You could get Godfather abridged. We can work that out. Here's what happens next. Skipping ahead a little bit. Bang, bang, bang. One of the rival gangs, I don't remember which one, shoots up the Godfather. Oh my gosh, everyone's freaking out. Oh my gosh, is he alive? Is he dead? We think he's dead. We're gonna take over his gang. We're gonna attack all the other people. We're starting to make plans. Oh my gosh, he's not dead. Shoot, this ruins all my plans. Let's kill the guy who we thought killed him, but we're not sure how to do that. And maybe we won't. Maybe we won't do that. One of the brothers, Mike, he's not associated with like he doesn't want to be in the business. He was in the war. Like he kind of sits back, right? He doesn't want to be associated. But then he kind of gets more involved because of this attack and all these things. And he has this girlfriend that I'm gonna gloss over, and all these things. Skip ahead a few. Here's the plan. Here's who's in trouble. We have a cop who is being bribed by the rival gang, and then the head guy of that rival gang. They're gonna meet together with Mike, talk about what's gonna happen because the Godfather ain't dead. Mike plans with all his brothers. He's like, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna meet with them. You're gonna plant a gun in the store, and I'm gonna kill them both. and then bounce for a year, and then we'll have all our problems be solved. And they go, this is a good plan. That happens successfully. He leaves, he goes to Italy for a year. While in Italy, he gets a new wife gets got, his brother gets got while he's away, and he moves back. His girlfriend is like, hey, and he's like, hey, but they actually end up together anyway, so what's the point? Skipping ahead, Mike says maybe I will be the new Godfather. I'm gonna be the new head of the family. This is a part where I wasn't paying attention very much. I don't remember exactly how that happened. Because I was busy trying to save a cake. And
Wait, what part don't you understand?
when Mike took over being the Godfather.
Oh, his dad was getting sick, so he's like, Mike's in charge.
Right. That's what happens. Then there is some fighting, there is some punching and kicking and things. And skip ahead a few. One of the brothers gets got as well. Another brother dead. I'm skipping ahead a lot here.
What other brother are you talking about?
You remember when we were watching and they're like they have a big huge argument and he's like, "You freaking better clean all this stuff." He runs out in the car. He gets shot 10 million times.
That was Sunny.
Oh, you no, that's the second guy. There were two brothers that died. You're right, actually. This is out of order. You're right. There were two brothers, but that's whatever. Skipping ahead. Mike's in charge. He's gonna settle all of the family business right now. All of this going back a little. Before the Godfather retired, he's with all the other families in New York. He's gonna be like, we're not gonna sell drugs, and they're like, but we want to sell drugs, and he's like, don't do that. Literally, don't do that. I am the Godfather. Listen to me. I am the Godfather. But they don't. There's this kind of meh. Anyway, Mike takes over. Mike finds out all these rival gangs. He finds everybody who's in charge of hurting his dad and all this stuff. Freaking shoots them all, kills them everybody, while his sister's kid is being baptized and he's their godfather. So he's now the godfather.
He's the Godfather.
Isn't that crazy? But um, but guess what? His sister's husband, who got married to at the beginning, he's like bad. He kind of set all this up for all the bad things that happen. And Mike knows about this and he says, well, he's gotta go. Freaking gets rid of him. Then the movie ends.
The end.
Yeah. Credits roll.
Okay.
I enjoyed this movie. Hannah watched it before me, and I think she's okay. You were very confused why this is a number one movie.
Yes. Was it bad? No. It was a good film. However, I have seen so many better films. Like, I just don't understand how everybody watched this and they're like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. No movie is better than this movie. It's incredible. It's like, like for me, I think, the acting, the cinematography, all that, whatever, is good. The director, whatever. It lacks, like Becca was saying before, like, it lacks a huge, like, story arc or climax, for me. And, like, specifically, like, we'll go with Michael. He, like, his character arc really doesn't impact me at all. Maybe I'm missing it. Maybe I'm not getting it. Because, like, in the beginning, he's like, that's my family. I don't do that stuff. And then he actually does do that stuff. And then, but, like, it's not that much of, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe now he's doing that stuff. He just kind of always did that stuff.
Here's what I want to jump in here and saying I disagree with you, and I think they did this very very well. But
Okay.
I think it is not subtle is not the word I'm using, but it's not explicit where it's
He wasn't good enough in the beginning for it to be like, wow, he's a Godfather now.
like
I thought from the beginning he was going to become the Godfather. Like, that's what, again, in my mind, like, I didn't know anything about this story, but, like, as soon as the movie started, I was like, he's gonna become the Godfather.
here's what I'm saying. I don't think it was meant to be, oh my gosh, look at this saint and now he's head honcho. I think it was he never had a chance to not be the Godfather to begin with. At the beginning at the wedding where he's like my dad threatened to kill that guy. That's my family, that's not me. Hey girlfriend. And like I feel like the way that he says that and the things that surrounding and the way that they cut from what he's saying to the rest of the party, like it shows that like no matter what he does because he's part of this family, he can't ever not be a part of the family. That's from the get-go.
Sure.
But I think you disagree with me about that.
The only two parts that I was like, dang, they did that was when Sonny died and when the Italian wife died. I was like, shoot, they
Right.
got. Those are the only two parts where I was like,
I
okay,
was
shoot.
not expecting the car to blow up. I
The
mean,
Italian wife.
within like the maybe the 30 seconds, but like before that, I was like, surely he's gonna try to come home, and that's when they're gonna get him when he's in transit.
Hmm.
And then it will be a point of contention that the girlfriend finds out that he already got married. She never find out.
I also was just, I would, well, let's talk about that. Like, the whole time I was watching this movie, I don't know what this says about me or whatever. I was watching this movie and I just kept thinking, I do not understand why all these women are with these men. I don't get it. Like, so Beck and I, because we watched the last half together, and uh, at the end, when Michael's wife, so the brother-in-law is taken out, and the sister is like, I can't believe you did that. And he's like, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. And then the wife, she's like, did you do that? And he's like, I'll let you ask me one time about my business. First of all, immediately no. Immediately no. It's like, I'll let you ask me one time about my business. And she goes, did you do that? And he goes, no, I didn't do that. And she's like, okay, fair enough. But he really did do that. And Becca goes, would you have believed him? And I said, absolutely not. Like, what? I don't understand why all these women are with these men. Like, I was thinking about this the entire movie. And that was my main takeaway.
That
I don't
you would never
understand.
date a Bob,
No, I don't
a
understand
boss,
why all of these mob
mob
men,
boss.
why would you, I get like, okay, mob, I don't know. I don't know how to properly describe this, but so what was her name? Kay was like, he was a nice, army man, whatever. Totally see why you could be with him. Okay, his family is not great, but like, he's fine. And then he, he he takes out the people at the restaurant and then is sent away. He is like still down bad for this guy while he's away in Italy, and then comes back and she's like, okay, let's get married. What? Doesn't make any sense to me. I don't care for that. The other thing that I find confusing about this movie is the timeline. The
That
timeline?
I will agree with. Because here's what I think the timeline is, right? From when Godfather gets shot, oh no, 3 weeks after he gets shot, then Mike kills the cop and the other guy. Then a year after that, he comes back. In between that year, 5 weeks from when he does that, he still has a bruise. 5 weeks from when that was not when he got the bruise.
He got the bruise before he went to the restaurant.
So at least 6 weeks he had this bruise.
Hmm. Doesn't make any sense. And then when Mike comes back and sees Kay, and Kay's like, "How long have you been here?" He's like, "A year,
I think
maybe
I
more."
think that was a lie.
That's probably a lie, but like, I was confused. What do you mean?
That means he's been gone for a year.
Which he said, "How long have you been back?"
Yeah, I know. But from when he left to when he came back, the most he could have said is a year.
I don't understand. The timeline was confusing for me. I thought they were gonna do, cause like, okay, like let's talk about the bruise
But then
specifically.
by the end he has a kid that is many years
Yes, the
old.
kid is like 6 years old. So when did this happen? When? What is the timeline? I need to know when.
I kind of like it though, where it's like kind of part of the editing where you're showing this epic, and it's like, but without the cut, so it's you're more like how do I say this without using the words I'm not gonna use?
Well, you can do like you don't have to do like 5 years later. You can show time through something else, but like the bruise should not have been there for 6 weeks.
I'll agree with that.
And then what he just cuts and now he has like a 6-year-old child, but nothing, everything else has changed. It could have been the next day. Like if you weren't paying attention to the child, you could have thought it was the next day, which is a miss in my eyes of like you need to show time better.
I kind of liked it because it was like it reinforces it like you can never leave the family, you can never leave this mindset. You're always thinking about the same things.
Oh my gosh.
Just died.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
This
We're
happened
gonna
last time.
did last for you?
Did.
Whatever. But
You keep talking.
it shows that he he's solely focused on this world and like it consumes even time. That's not exactly what I mean, but like you don't notice the passage of time because you're so focused on him, and that's the same with him. He probably doesn't even like
It's not even
he
plugged in.
doesn't
Just turn it back on.
he doesn't it doesn't do that for him, you know? You get what I'm saying
I guess.
with
Yeah.
my vibe?
I do understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
I just disagree.
that's fine.
I think,
Are we in agreement now?
yeah, no. So like, you know, I, I did also think that the very beginning was a little hard to follow. Oh my gosh.
You want to just do that one?
That one has to be plugged in at all times.
Oh,
What is happening?
oh my gosh.
Oh my,
We
okay.
can't plug it into the laptop.
Oh, I don't think so. Okay, here's what I was gonna say. Um, the beginning also was just a little hard for me to follow, but I think that's just from it being the first watch. Oh my
I
gosh.
definitely think this is a movie that would greatly improve by rewatching it. I don't think Hannah will do that.
What are you talking about? I rewatched it today.
Nope, that doesn't count. You were not paying attention to any part.
It
You were
literally,
just repeating the first bit over and
it
over.
literally counts.
Come to my house.
You go to my house on the day of my daughter's wedding. That's it. We're gonna be sidelit now.
That's fine.
You come to my house on the day of
This
my daughter.
honestly is better lighting for me.
We were trying to figure out how to not look like it was in the shadows, the beginning of it.
Even when we're the same, I feel like I'm still in darkness.
Okay, anyway, let me see if
We
I
need
had
we need a 3-point lighting going on
yeah.
there.
Let me see if I had any other notes. Oh, so long. So much longer than I thought it was gonna be. I thought the movie was over after the restaurant bit. I was like, wow, what a conclusion. And then looked at the screen, and I was like, we're halfway? This is
That I
ridiculous.
do want to point. I feel like that, even though it is like exactly at the halfway point of the movie, I feel like that's the climax.
Hmm.
Even though it's the halfway of the movie, and like the whole rest of the story about Mike happens after. There's
Yes, because
no
okay,
exciting payoff.
yeah, because then the story would be Mikey, he's a good guy. And then his father dies. And he's like, I have to get in the family business. So then then he has to do this thing and becomes the Godfather after he does the restaurant takedown. That would be the story arc. But they kept going.
I like it how it is, but I can't. I'm too articulate in this moment to come up with points to argue against yours.
You're too articulate.
Too inarticulate.
Yeah. I did not think it was a bad movie. And I could see myself
Do I think
rewatching.
it's a number one movie? Probably not number one.
Yeah. I could see myself
Number in top 50?
I could see myself watching this again. Or if somebody's like, let's watch The Godfather, I'll be like, okay.
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 We could have watched
Okay.
Zootopia, but we're gonna watch The Godfather.
Zootopia has everything The Godfather has, plus more. We're gonna watch The Godfather.
Oh, Nick Wilde in The Godfather.
Yeah.
That is so funny to me. Hannah brought this up multiple times today. That's why I keep bringing it up.
So, yeah. I thought I was telling Becca that I didn't realize that the whole daughter's wedding bit in Zootopia was directly from The Godfather. I knew they were doing The Godfather, but I didn't like the
She thought it
whole.
that was extra.
Yeah, I didn't. Anyway,
Anyway,
um, what was I was gonna say something else and I forgot. Oh, I think I gave it an 8 out of 10.
I didn't have time to rate it because we just watched the movie.
Well, what do you rate it?
What else have I rated other things? I feel like 8 out of 10 is a good standpoint. It's really hard for me to rate things 9 out of 10.
The graph for this movie on IMDb is insane.
Straight tens.
Look at it.
Look at it.
It's crazy. I've never seen a graph like this. What do you mean? What do I mean?
All the other, look, I'll pull up.
Well, I haven't seen any of those other movies
That's
either.
true.
Shawshank Redemption, I think, is on my list.
I like Shawshank Redemption better than I like this one, but I think it is more. To begin with, I don't love mob movies or TV shows or things like that.
I was trying to think of another like mob gang movie. Couldn't think of one. The only thing that was coming to my mind was West Side Story.
It's the gangs.
Yeah, but that was
But
it.
Goodfellas is a movie, right?
I haven't seen that.
Me neither.
Okay, let's see.
That's the other. That one is Al Pacino too, isn't it?
I don't know.
Isn't it?
Godfather. We can mark this one, or let me put the Godfather 2 on there because I do want to watch that. People say that that one is better or just as
These are
good.
some good movies you got on here.
Oh, do I have? Oh, Shawshank Redemption and Schindler's List, both on there. So, anyway,
I think you will hate Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
everybody's talking about it.
I loved it. It's a good movie,
Well,
but I think
everybody.
you will hate it.
Okay. They do like they go to the celebrities and they're like, celebrity, celebrity, what is your most famous, or what's your most put as #1 movie on Letterboxd that you are in? And they're like, I don't know, I don't know. Robert Pattinson's like, Twilight? And they're like, no, 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 no. And then they go to, what's her name? Kate Winslet. And she's like, Titanic? And they're like, no. She's like, what? It's like, Eternal Sunshine of Spotless Mind. She's like, oh my gosh, I love that movie. So,
If I was in a movie, I'd be saying that. Oh my gosh, I love that movie. We put that on now.
so, no, I have to watch it. Is it Kate Winslet and Johnny, not Johnny Depp, what's the guy's name? He plays the Grinch. Jim Carrey. Jim
What's that
Carrey.
guy's name?
Isn't it Jim Carrey and
Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
He
So,
doesn't play a Jim Carrey role.
I believe it. Is the Truman Show a Jim Carrey role?
I think a little,
Oh, okay.
because he's kind of like, like, morning, good afternoon, good night.
Okay.
Like, that's, like, his character is more like that. In Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, he's kind of just, like, depressed,
Oh,
and he's supposed to be plain, like,
okay.
compared to
Maybe we
her
should have
crazy.
watched The Godfather and The Godfather 2.
Next week. You gotta give me to watch 6.5 hours of content for a 45-minute episode?
You barely made it through this one.
To be so fair, I didn't.
You
I
had so much time.
I had 3 days.
No. We planned this before we went on vacation.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch it on
But
vacation.
you knew about it.
When am I gonna watch it on
You could have
vacation?
watched it before we left.
No, couldn't have. Busy doing school. Busy
No.
planning for the trip.
What were you planning?
Packing.
We went to Disneyland. Like I had to do school in Disneyland.
I had to
Hilarious.
zoom in for 2 hours every day. In Disneyland, Mickey ears, baby in arms.
She got put on baby
Jungle
duty.
Cruise sign behind
She
me.
got put on baby duty because she couldn't go on the rides while she was on school, so we left the baby with her in the middle of Disneyland. And then
Broadcasted to the class on both sides of the classroom.
it would have been so funny if you went on a ride though during the class. We were just worried about you losing
Yeah.
service. Otherwise, we would have done it.
It would have been so funny.
Uh,
We could have done Jungle Cruise.
no.
You don't think they?
In the back?
I think it would have been fine. I should have. I was right next to it.
Mm. Well,
So
you could have done Dumbo.
that would have been the best one to do because you can see Squirrel and I mean you can hold a baby, can't you?
Yeah.
Baby, Dumbo, Mickey ears, Up and down Disneyland. Oh
Or the
man, that would
teacups.
have been awesome.
Could have done the teacups.
That one also went. That those two are great
Or the
because
carousel.
you can see
The
everything behind
carousel would have
you.
been good too.
Alright. When we were in Fantasyland with the when we rode Alice in Wonderland, that was so hot, and the sun was right above us, so there was no shade. Melt.
Okay. We're gonna end it. Wait, what do you give the God? Oh, you said 8.
8.
Not the best movie in the world, still is
What was the question?
the best movie ever.
Oh, I like Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
Did
Still
you hear they're doing Lord of the Rings at Hale Center Theater?
the movie?
They're
The
performing it.
show.
Yeah, I never
I
heard this
did.
before.
I heard of this before.
Is it good? Is it
I
bad?
I don't know. I did
Is it
never.
a musical? Is it a play?
I think it's a
Is it like
musical.
magic? Legolas sings a song?
Yeah, the chick in the Hobbit stall. Okay, okay, for real, we're done.
Okay, bye.
Bye.